Renovation enthusiasts, konnichiwa minasan! Get ready for an epic house tour of my next potential renovation project in Japan. Feast your eyes on this old and beautiful Japanese house, a hidden gem waiting to be revived. Previously, an enchanting Minshuku, a Japanese small hotel by the beach in Chiba. It holds incredible potential. Traditional beautiful Japanese elements like fusuma, tatami mats, and abundant sunlight. And look at this beautiful chashitsu no mado by the entrance. I recently transformed this abandoned 86-year-old house in Tokyo into a stunning Swedish-style Japanese home. And now I'm seeking a new challenge. Could this Minshuku be it? Let's dive into this exhilarating journey together. This is a Japanese house tour. Let's have a look at this beautiful house together. And by the end of the video, I will give you some inputs and some advice. Is this something that I would buy? Or is this something I will buy? Summer only. It's free right now. It's a fishing port, right? 古い港ですね。ここで釣りするんですね。So Onyuku is also famous for fishing historically, right? So houses next to the water has higher maintenance, right? Salt water, the typhoons, and potential tsunamis keeps a lot of Japanese buyers away from getting houses by the beach, especially in Chiba. It's very unprotected because you have the Pacific Ocean right outside. Here you can also see a plot of land. It used to be a house here. Has to be. You can probably see the foundation. Yeah, there we go. Foundation there. Beach over there. But they still haven't built anything new yet. どのぐらい空いてるんだろうね、これは。結構前だよね。そう。そうだね。Yeah, so they've tore the house down. Maybe they'll build something new, maybe not. We don't know. Is that the building we're looking at? 絶対雨漏れてるんです。すごいですね。This is dangerous. I might have found it. This is a 140 square meter big house in Chiba, less than $20,000. It's almost 50 years old, but it's been used as a hotel. Just 5 minutes away from the beach. It's abandoned houses everywhere. It's almost 50 years old, but the pillars and everything is made out of beautiful hinoki, Japanese cypress. And the house is empty right now. Look at it. It's huge, close to Onyuku in Chiba. Everything looks great so far, so I want to show you a house tour of this house. Let me know what you think in the comments. Beautiful house.
渡しちゃったんで、ないんですけども。
わかりました。
大丈夫ですよ。ごめんなさい、すみません。はい。
140平米ぐらいですかね。
待ってください。
でも結構状態結構綺麗みたいなので。
スウェーデンの方は結構国民性として、DIY をやらないという。はい。
あ、何万もあるんだ。See how low everything is? It used to be very short. I do love the tiles though. Yeah, this house is beautiful. 140 square meters. Empty for 4 or 5 years, and apparently upstairs they used to run a guest house. Let's have a look. You can kind of tell, unlike these fusumas and shoyis, if they're in good condition. The floor itself needs probably a bit of rework, especially these checkered floors. This hardwood floor here is in great condition, probably original. I think this is redone, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago. Very cool. I haven't even seen half of the first floor yet. We have a cat. Let's go and say hi. Konnichiwa, Neko-chan. And these beautiful details here. This is definitely not original. Very spacious. A lot of storage in old classic Japanese houses. Septic tanks. So this is not a normal. Yeah, so this is not connected. And let's check out the second floor as well. I have a really good feeling here. Ah, very nice. Beautiful. So this used to be a kind of a ryokan, a simple ryokan next to the beach, probably for guests from Tokyo coming to Chiba. So they probably rented room per room, I guess. It would be my guess. Maybe if you think something else, please let me know in the comments. So the broker told us that everything here is made out of hinoki, which is Japanese cypress. Even though the house in Japanese standards is very old, 48 years old, it's very sturdy and in way better condition than I thought it was gonna be. Apparently the broker is a bit concerned about the toilets. These tiles are beautiful though. And, as always, step in your slippers. This one goes all the way to Europe. One hole. You see everything, all the details. Wooden. Wooden details. That up there is called a ramma. Fusuma. And you can kind of tell on houses if they're tilting or not on the fusumas. This one slides beautifully. So the house is probably quite straight and not tilting too much. You can kind of feel when you're walking on the floor as well. Or you have a little ball or something, you put it on the floor and you see if it's wobbling or if it stays in position. A little tip if you're looking to buy an Akia or an old house in Japan. Another tokonoma. And you put out your futons here. You're sleeping on the tatamis. And daytime, to free up space, you put them inside of the oshire here. I don't know why they have 3 doors here. Another tip if you're looking to buy a cheap old house in Japan is to look within the oshire for water leaks. If water is leaking, the house might not be able to save. I've been lucky so far during my investment and my renovation projects, but if the water is leaking, I'm not sure I would get the house. I think you can probably get it even cheaper as well. Let's have a look in the attic. There's usually just a small thin piece of plywood who separates the attic from the rest of the house. In my Sangenjaya house, I took away all the ceiling and then it looks like this everywhere. Beautiful house. This is a really nice house. Flooring needs to be renovated, I think. Some of the Wormann, some of the surfaces. Beautiful details everywhere, I think. Sunlight is great, it's not usual, especially not for new built houses in Japan. And you have the ocean, just 5 minutes walking away from here. Maybe I'll get this house. I don't know, where would I start renovate this though? Maybe a new kitchen, or maybe not do too much. I would like, ideally, to have a little bit of a garden for some DIY projects though. Konnichiwa minasan and welcome back to Tokyo. What do you think about this house? Me personally, I think this is a beautiful house. 50 years old, in great shape. It's been used as a hotel. And despite having a lot of people staying over by the beach with all the salt in the water, it's been remained in a great condition, I think. You just probably need to fix up some surfaces, maybe some new tatami mats. But honestly, I wouldn't do too much. The toilet needs a little bit of a shape up. Parking lots is a big problem according to the broker. And if you have a small Japanese little K-toraku, you probably know this one. They're very popular in America right now. They're made for the Japanese market, but lately they've been exporting them to America. It's a tiny, tiny truck. A lot of Japanese carpenters and electricians are using them. I think some smaller truck like that would fit in between the neighbor's house and this house. But apparently that's the reason why no one has bought this house yet. In Japan, you can always lowball the brokers. This house has been on the market for a few months, 3 million yen. What's that, $22,000 or something like that? I mean, it's a steal. 1.5 to 2 hours outside of New York by the beach where can you get a house with a piece of land 5 minutes from the beach for this price? You tell me. A lot of abandoned houses around, but the communication and the commuting distance isn't that bad. Train goes right to Onyuku station, or you can go by car, either through Aqualine or on the upper side of Chiba by car. I think this is a good house, but I'm looking for something a little bit different. I would have loved a sea view, an ocean view for example, for this one, or a little bit bigger garden where I can put my sauna, where I can put my Japanese rotemboro, where I can have a barbecue without disturbing my neighbors. Please let me know what you think in the comments. This house was beautiful, but I'll keep looking a little bit. See you very soon. Anton in Japan. Puss puss.